Power is a game that everybody plays. It's your boy Crypto Million back with another one. If you have not read the 48 Laws of Power, I recommend everybody to read that book, man. Really change the perspective, right? On really what's going on in cryptocurrency, because you can start in this picture right here, just really, explains it all, right? If you wanted to just focus on the picture, you can see that it's a new king in town, right? And BlackRock is looking to control the market, right? Not through manipulation, but through power, right? The ability to let your actions outweigh your thoughts, what you speak, and really putting themselves out there to be the next, right? The next major entity that creates the market for cryptocurrency. So if you like videos like this, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. Happy early Thanksgiving to all, man. We're here. Make sure again that you leave a comment. I love to know everybody's opinions on the situation with BlackRock, Binance. Do you really believe that BlackRock destroyed Binance eternally, right? Was this all a plan for Larry Fink and BlackRock to literally control cryptocurrency? And how do you feel? Let me know. How do you feel about this major entity, right? This centralized entity working to implement itself throughout the cryptocurrency space? I love to know everybody's comments on that. But this video, we're going to be talking about why Binance has paved the way, in my opinion, for crypto.com to become a major exchange in the future. It's already a major exchange, but I think right now there will be a battle for the top spot. Most people would say Coinbase, but I wouldn't say that just too early, because one thing about crypto.com outside of Coinbase, in my opinion, it's just an easier user interface, right? It's a lot easier to onboard yourself into crypto.com opposed to Coinbase. I still can't get my Litecoin from years ago on my Coinbase, and I've been sending my ID for years. So also, we got here, Grayscale met with the SEC yesterday to discuss converting the Bitcoin trust into spot ETFs. So you see, they got Binance out the way. No, they didn't want Binance. It's like, look, you made billions in the last market, and you ain't do the right thing, homie. We need to pave the way for the new version of cryptocurrency, the regulated version of cryptocurrency, and hey, maybe CBDCs. So now we're starting to see the percentage, right? The percentage of these Bitcoin spot ETFs rise each and every day. So very close to what we would call a bull cycle, right? You can see Crow did rise here at 9, almost went to 10 cent, family. And I believe that crypto.com we'll take that next step, right? We're talking about a project, in my opinion, in the next bull cycle can hit the heights of anywhere between $1 and $2. We've already seen, just in this rally from January to now, more people coming into cryptocurrency, more people being onboarded, even on the crypto.com app and ecosystem. You can see here, this is the cryptocurrency monthly exchange value. Now, you want to pay attention to this thing by the month to see how an exchange is actually doing. And we can see here that Binance, since March 2023, has been in a decline as far as monthly volume, because people are already starting to see, hey, Binance got a lot of FUD. They got the SEC over them, CZ. It's just too much going on with Binance. And it gets to a point where you got to ask yourself, are my funds truly safe food, right? Are my funds truly safe food? But if we swing over to crypto.com, you can see here that the volume has took a tremendous uptick as altcoins, as Bitcoin, as Ethereum start their bullish cycles here. So always a wonderful sign. Again, if we go back to the all-time highs, you can see Crow, last bull cycle ran, and it's been really a stable coin throughout the bear market. Not to add, Chris from crypto.com has been getting licenses throughout the bear market, showing inflection, that ability to gain compliance in countries like the UAE and in many more. You know what I'm saying? I can go through a whole list. I mean, there's a list of literally all the licenses this guy has went beyond and above and beyond to show that he is willing to comply with regulation. You know what I mean? And I feel like the regulation is a little bit, it's gray areas, right? They say, hey, they want us to follow the rules, but you're not really setting out the rules. So hopefully when we get these spot ETFs, we can get a little bit more clarity on that regulation. But we're already starting to see these compliant exchanges, right, start to pump. Even if we go over here to LCX, up 52% on the day. So there is definitely, right, there's definitely a void that needs to be filled as Binance starts to get knocked off that high horse, and we're starting to see a lot of those exchanges. I even think there will be these CEX, DEX hybrids like Rocket Exchange that could possibly do well. Please do your research on Rocket Exchange. I think it could be a massive project inside the next cycle. But we did see some a little bit of what I would call uh, uh, shade here from Chris from crypto.com. He says, it's great to see the major overhang removed, bodes extremely well for the market. Looking forward to the next chapter of its development led by companies with the required regulatory setup. Now, they've been throwing jabs for at least the last 6 months to a year, Chris and CZ. We've seen CZ throw jabs about the reserves of crypto.com. We also understand that crypto.com has been really flying under the radar. It's fought a little bit of FUD. We've seen the FUD with the reserves, but outside of that, it really hasn't been on the per se. I don't want to say it's not on the watch list, but it really hasn't been on the radar of SEC and these compliant watchdogs like we've seen from Binance. And now we got CZ throwing his hands up like, hey, it's over. I'll pay 4.3 billion, face my little 18 months. Let me just go home and ride off to the sun. And a lot of people feel like CZ is actually saving cryptocurrency. And once they said he saved cryptocurrency with the SBF system, they're saying he's saving cryptocurrency again by getting out the way, right? Since, okay, you want me out the way. We can't get a bull run unless I'm out the way. So I'm going to take the L for greater pastures in the future. So, if that is the situation here, salute to CZ. But we really don't know the ins and outs, man, because you got people within his project that was kind of like, hey, we're running a freaking Ponzi. Ain't that what the guy said? We're running a freaking Ponzi. You know what I mean? So, it's just a lot in cryptocurrency. I think right now we need to focus on the centralized exchanges and the ones that are doing the right thing, right? The crypto.coms, the LCXs. And I think, there is a bright future ahead for crypto.com. And you got to ask yourself, man, and this was a great tweet here from Sean Crow Forever. He says, would be interesting to see how much BNB flows over to Crow, right? This is why it's so important to start making up that decision if you want to add to Crow to your portfolio, being that premier centralized exchange, because I feel like you have to have some type of exposure to CEX, because it's a third party for new users to join cryptocurrency. And the more new users join, the more utility for these tokens. Just imagine, just remember the utility we seen in the last bull run. Everybody was talking about their Crow cards, utilizing the Crow NFT marketplace, the awareness we seen from Crow, the marketing, the Matt Damon, the LeBron James, the stadium. So everything is lining up for Crow to be a beast in the next cycle, and I'm excited to see where this goes. He said it's only a matter of time till something new and better rises up. Remember AOL, remember Yahoo, remember Binance. He says, I use crypto.com. So y'all let me know what y'all think about Crow. Is Crow next in line? You can see that Crow about almost $1 billion in volume here. Not as much as some of these little exchanges, but again, a lot more trust than these little exchanges. And I think we'll start to see some of this volume from Binance die down over time. I also wanted to focus on the weekly visits. As you can see, 11 million weekly visits. But with Crow here, and let's just compare it to Binance, you can see a 780,000 weekly visits. So just imagine when those weekly visits rise, the price appreciation and the evaluation of Crow will continue to rise. So it definitely has a lot of work to do. The volume on the 7-day is on the uptrend, and that's for most of centralized exchanges. But I was a little surprised when doing my research over crypto.com, because I thought that maybe we would get a little bit more weekly visits. I thought that maybe we would have a little bit more volume. But it's also a testament of the potential that we will see with crypto.com, because despite the volume not being the best, the weekly visits not being the best, it's really in a position where it has the spotlight, right? It can truly shine now with CZ and Binance out the way. So, I don't want to make this video too long. I just, it's something to think about. It's a 147 days into the next halving cycle. This is the time right now you start preparing your portfolio, right? It's like my boy, what's his name? Ivan the Tech said at Thanksgiving, people gonna be getting grilled on Thanksgiving. Hey, we heard one of your crypto friends just got in trouble, another one. So I expect these Thanksgiving conversations to be crazy when people ask, well, how are you doing in the crypto world? I love to know you guys and how y'all respond to that when when family come over and they know you truly invested into cryptocurrency. How do you guys respond to the family who question, right, your journey in crypto, in general. So 147 days until the next big Bitcoin halving cycle. Y'all like and subscribe to the video. Appreciate everybody who's been showing up. We'll be dropping videos throughout the day. Most likely won't go live, but we will have about 3 or 4 videos throughout the day. Consider checking out the links in the description. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.